like, I want to keep him out to myself. I didn't really, I don't mind people knowing that we together. So I wanted to just, I don't know. I'm going to have my wife this year. After that, we got through the time. We have to do the fucking.
Let's be.
Because Claressa Shields and Papoose were having so much fun, let's be honest, Remy screwed the entire thing up. She was seated in a situation that may have been fatal. Claressa Shields has been talking about taking a brief break from boxing to focus on other interests. It looks like Papoose and Remy Ma are working together on a new project. They have been supporting one another along their hunt, making them a true power couple.
All the whole Remy and Pat situation, none of it was true. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay? Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Remember how Papoose tried to hide the situation? Remy startled everyone by sharing screenshots of his discussions from December with his new lover. Claressa Shields was perspiring a lot before Remy let it all out, since he knew that the ruckus would attract a lot of SIDS. I've drawn several SIDS. A lot of SIDS, that is. When Remy mentioned screen, everyone gasped. Comedy screeches as if they appear before we see SIDS. It's claiming that we record before SIDS. When Remy posts screenshots of his conversations with his spites, stroll, as we see Court, Sid and SIDS. I feel as though I can see you because of the wall. As a result, we gave the fried cookie unwanted attention. She was told by her PR staff, "Girl, this isn't the look," because she had huge plans and a movie coming up. However, the story twist revealed that, despite their seeming unreal love, many were actually rooting for Papoose and Claressa. Everyone was relieved when Papoose woke up and realized he could do better, and the baby fared much better when everything fell apart in her face. Remy remained silent since there were no disrecordings, tweets, or shade. Meanwhile, Papoose and Claressa Shields were working nicely together and sharing boot up, and they showed off their abilities without fear. They looked adorable and at ease in their little matching jackets as they sat courtside at the game like a power couple they were just there for. Valentine's Day weekend in Hawaii, baby. Papoose did more than simply pull up when they arrived together for her argument with Danielle Perkins. He pulled. Papoose Shields and Claressa Shields are currently living their best lives. Created a lengthy rap performance for Claressa Shields. Big ring debut. If it isn't supported, I'm not sure what else is. You should not ignore Claressa's stunning features. She even shared a video of herself dancing and playing games with Papoose. It is common for celebrities to act as though they are unaware of what others are saying on the internet. However, baby, Claressa Shields didn't mince words when she acknowledged that she witnessed all of the love and support. She looks beautiful. When she is in love, Remy is over there looking thirsty and dehydrated, while ASF tries to make things right. To be honest, she said, "It's cool that you all love Papoose and me." Papoose quickly gave her a hard hit to show that he was precisely where he wanted to be. Is Remy's return to dating easy truly his fault? The block captain wanted a real family, had constructed a whole future with her, and had held her down while she was incarcerated. Then, in an attempt to appear innocent, she claimed that she had never cheated on him. During her most recent live broadcast, Claressa Shields, on the other hand, was all over the air complimenting this man and expressing her gratitude for having such a wonderful partner in her life. Well, it's obvious that we do.
We're to see that we do have a great connection. He understands me. We have, a lot of real life conversations, and we talk every day, so.
The same music app was holding Claressa Shields down like a real person when she appeared on the Tamron Hall program. She went on rather openly. He's really encouraging. Yes, and she feels as though she can now operate her company here without some insecure man being intimidated by her accomplishments and fortitude. Claressa Shields is enjoying how writing is different.
You found your way to become public about your relationship with rapper Papoose. I saw you take a deep breath when I said that, and I understand why. We got to know Papoose from Love and Hip Hop. with Remy Ma. And we know that part of their story. To come out public with a relationship is hard enough when you are famous. It is even more treacherous when everyone has an opinion. Yes. When you decided to share, I think it was Hawaii, or gone on vacation or something in Hawaii, when you hit send on the photo to share your relationship story.
There is more to this than just love. Therefore, let's not pretend that Papoose is uninterested in receiving that alimony payment. Remy, since Papoose is essentially pleading for a divorce, Ma is actually keeping him in jail against his will, and he is unable to go because of his sister. Encourage Remy Ma to keep up her good name when she is behind bars. It had gotten so terrible that Claressa Shields was prepared to step into the ring and begin hurling fists and elbows to make her think. She has already been replaced by two younger women. Remy is still reluctant to let Papoose lead you guys, so let's get started. Claressa Shields, who has been expressing her affection for her spouse in public, has been taken aback by how quickly things are getting out of hand. Everyone was raving about Papoose's birthday Instagram post the other day. Cheers. To King Papalosa's birthday, I value your life. Wisdom, love, music, and laughter. Papoose, you are cherished. You really are incredible. I also ask God to give you many more years and even quicker hands. As you are receiving all of your birthday punches today, let's go on to the primary idea. Why, in spite of all the rumors, has Papoose not put up a proposal? Papoose has been trying, so Remy Ma is out there playing keep away with those divorce papers like it's a game. And this man has been bugging her about it whenever he can, despite his claims that he has requested this divorce at least twice. Although she avoided using birthday punches because, let's face it, they may be painful, the birthday Papoose was adorable. Do any of you recall the passages Remy Ma wrote about the hot tea baby between Papoose and Claressa Shields? The fact that Papoose hadn't even informed her when he had arrived home safely obviously irritated. Claressa, it is you who is married. It shouldn't be a huge issue to let me know that you arrived home safely if you can at least sleep with me. Over the phone, or in person, she claimed to have recordings of Papoose bullying her and threatening to call the police on her. And she justified her actions by saying that she loved her partner despite not being close to Remy Ma. Papoose denied all of this. Of course, but he did admit that Remy was angry that he had moved on. Remember how Remy Ma dressed up as Baby and Easy, the block captain, for Christmas 2023? We all recall the rap fight in which she openly declared her love for that man. You can't let Papoose go, even if you're in love with someone else.
Remy, don't you want me? See right there, that's what
Papoose was also present to launch the inaugural Hawaii Fest, and he managed to keep the crowd engaged since he had a job. Knowledgeable and take part in discussions while on his romantic retreat. This year we made history, and it was a fantastic event with many well-known individuals. That seems messy to you? Hold on, there's more. Fans got a glimpse of Claressa Shields and Papoose's romantic lives when they traveled together, and they were the epitome of a pair.
It's cheesy, but it was real affection.
However, it was genuine love. It was over there locking in stuff. Claressa Shields was out here locking in hearts. Sack, the sweetest little video of Papoose singing to her hubby by herself on the beach, was posted by Twitter users. If we But because this is when things start to get serious, they weren't by themselves. Rumor has it that Papoose had been preparing a romantic vacation for some time, and he was allegedly attempting to finalize his divorce with Remy before the trip. In order to pop the question to Claressa Shields on Valentine's Day, consider Hawaii. The romance and ambience would have been ideal, but guess who had to wreck it? Remy Ma would have been that person. She didn't get along with both her new lover and the block captain, which is why simple. She is now playing games and preventing Papoose from going any further. To be honest, Remy has been seeing that Papoose is acting just as lovingly and that must have given Remy a sense of fulfillment when she used to get that. Do you remember Papoose's performance at the Claressa Shields boxing event entrance? Was a whole new level of passion and excitement. So Remy must have been crushed to watch him show out for another woman in that way. Observe what it is providing. What fears do you have? According to reports, Remy is not signing the divorce documents because she is aware that Papoose will be pursuing the alimony claim. The low-earning spouse in a marriage often receives spousal support, sometimes referred to as alimony, when one spouse makes more money than the other, however. Considering how obstinately Remy is clinging on, you really need to figure out if she is acting like a bitter ex or if there is more going on. Let's end this rather than acting as though we're brand new. When determining alimony, the courts consider a variety of variables, including the length of the marriage, the wage disparity, and the contributions made during the relationship. 2004, Remy and Papoose began dating. Additionally, their connection lasted for 11 years, or more than 10 years, according to their past. After they were married in 2008 and legally dissolved their relationship in 2023, things began to go south. When Remy was given a jail term in 2008, Papoose was there. He remained there until her release in 2014. Reminisce, their daughter Mackenzie was born in 2018, and they even had a vow renewal wedding in 2015. Individuals who, in 2008, were married over the phone while Remy was behind bars.
Those who got married over the phone in 2008, while Remy was incarcerated.
Easy, beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. Love me more than anything in the world, as you know. Well, if I'm married again, I have to say yes. Yes.
Papoose
Makes a valid argument on who ought to receive assistance. However, let's discuss the finances, since this is the point at which things become really difficult. Baby Remy Ma's estimated net worth is $4 million, a substantial amount greater than Papoose's present holdings, because Papoose caused her to go through some of the most trying years of her life. She is aware that she will probably be assessed alimony when she receives the divorce papers. She was always admired by them. Ray has had 4 nominations and 1 win in the BET Awards Best Female Hip-Hop Artist category, despite not achieving the same degree of prominence as some of her contemporaries. A significant amount of her revenue comes from her clothing line, reality TV checks, and record sales. Positive reviews were given to her 2006 first album, which was based on a genuine tale. Asterisk.
God, first and foremost, I've been through a lot. To everybody think there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to tell you that's no problem.
Promoted her songs to ensure that people didn't forget about her, maintaining her reputation. Her, and when she was unable to do it herself, kept that bag moving. And you can be certain that Remy benefited handsomely from all of his effort. Let's be honest though, Remy continued to be involved in the music business when she was behind bars. When GSI released many mixtapes while they were jailed, do you know who was out there making sure they made some money?
Price and Papoose wanted to marry you. You got sentences out of he just knew and I thought that was like a real standard thing to do. He's one of a kind. I could definitely use it.
Following their eventual release in 2014, Remy and Papoose's love story was shown on VH1's Love and New York Hip Hop. However, when they later launched more spin-offs, guess who was there to assist them in receiving those payments? Papoose did. Contribute to those TV checks. So let's not act like he wasn't as much of a star of the show as Remy. He wasn't only a supporting figure, to put it another way. He played a crucial role in the story. Family, their hardships, and their love, all of which.
It's not the big performance, it's like one small, tiny, itsy incident with the highlight and just friends. But it was nothing. It was like a little fight. Nowhere near me.
Close to me, similar to an off, was a wise decision for Remy to launch the Remy Ma collection in 2018. Let's not pretend, though, that Papoose wasn't putting in a lot of effort for that company. Given that the revenues supported women incarcerated and their families, Papoose surely contributed to making that happen.
Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show.
Given that Papoose acted as a father figure to Jason Scott, her then teenage son, things become much more tricky once Remy is imprisoned. He was drawing attention to himself and occasionally highlighting the collection by donning the men's. Indeed, companies do invest a significant amount of money in this type of advertising when talking about Remy's financial success. We also need to talk about how much Papoose worked behind the scenes to help establish that brand. Without hesitation, he assumed that huge task. However, things took a rather depressing turn at this point. Jason, Remy's son, was taken into custody and charged with a 2021 shooting death in Queens, New York, following Remy's departure. Given that Papoose is already being charged with first-degree murder and a number of associated offenses, it will never be easy to grasp the degree of stability he was offering while Remy was away. Year-old Jason
Scott has been arrested in connection to a Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a...
How about Shields? Remy is furious about this, as you well know, because she is slowing down and delaying, getting ready for the wedding. Furthermore, when things don't work out as planned, Claressa Shields isn't the kind of girl to sit quietly. She clearly adores Papoose and refers to him as her king. So let's not act like this is a one-time affair. As we discuss this divorce and the causes of Papoose's tardiness, it appears Remy is conscious that she has a compelling argument for the element of
I love really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He's such a sweetheart. Everybody told him to call my goddamn boot eater, but he said it wasn't waste right, so he wasted right. It was so funny.
However, Papoose is still legally married to another lady, so they are stuck. Thus, Claressa Shields is unable to even end their connection. Imagine being prepared to begin a life together only to encounter a significant, immovable barrier that only makes matters worse. Let's take a moment to be honest. Despite being involved in his dispute with his ex, Claressa Shields is out there loving and supporting this man. You have to wonder how much longer she will tolerate this before beginning to insist on some concrete responses and action. It is tiresome, random, and infuriating. And whenever she can, Remy never stops shaking things up. To ensure you don't miss the tea, click the like, subscribe, and turn on buttons if you haven't already. If not, share your opinions on this in the comments section below. You won't want to miss the messiest thing you've ever seen. View the upcoming film on your end as well. If Remy is waiting because she knows she will soon receive an alimony payment, or if she is sincerely doing so because she still loves Pap, that is what I want to know. Do you believe Claressa's defenses will hold up through all of this chaos, or will she finally give up and